This is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Frenkie de Jong has attained the status of elite midfielder at a tender age. It's very rare.
Pablo Barrios! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Distributed tidily. Cross to the back post. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Lookman. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, they can break here. Rafinha. And it's Balde. Lookman.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He leaps for it! Superb goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's in a great position here. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's fabulous. That's going across goal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's having a go! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Ferran Torres. De Jong, and they can counter here.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now, what about a counter-attack? Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot! Nearly, but not quite. And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. De Jong. And here's Ferran Torres. Look, and the shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Rafinha.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Not the most convincing of passes. Shifted it to the flank. Balde. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Ball played for Lookman. De Jong has the space to scheme. And that has been knocked clear. And that has not gone well. Koundé. Now it's Barrios. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Koundé aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Mbappe.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Koke. Barrios. Rafinha. De Jong. Adeyemi. And again they run up against stubborn defending and claimed it back swiftly. De Jong.
Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Ferrer. Real chance! Off the post! Lovely feet. Pablo Barrios puts a cross in. And back it goes. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
De Jong. Lookman does really well to win the ball there. Gordon. And they win it back again. It's run loose here. Barrios. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ferran Torres. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pablo Barrios picks it up out wide. And he's taking no chances there. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Lookman clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's a sharp little ball here. Ferran. Oh, good effort! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Koke. And it's De Jong. Llorente. Kubasi. For Koke. And it's Barrios. Ball played for Lookman. Adeyemi. Rafinha. And it's Balde. Very nicely done. Lovely bit of skill. And it's De Jong. And Fermin. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball, good take. Ferran Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now this could be a chance. It's a really well-measured ball. Flashes it across. Only partially clear. Adeyemi. Fermin. And it's De Jong. Gordon. Koke.
They've got to make this nice and
He's He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. So we have movement on both benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Rafinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Fermin. Adeyemi. He's had it taken off him. He's on it, can he get away?
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing...
He's rising! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great he's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Eric Garcia. Now Christensen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He won't be happy with that one.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Strong running down that left flank. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Pablo Barrios has it in. Oh, great leap! And that will be the final act. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. We are just getting started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Threads one in. Gordon wants to run onto this. Header comes in! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Opts for safety. And back to the goalkeeper. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Eric Garcia. So what can they make of this? Still goalless at the moment. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rafinha goes short. And it's Koundé.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Great ball, and he's in here. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Gordon with a real chance here. Gordon! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Not the most accurate pass. Gordon. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great...
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Spread it left. Rafinha. Half an hour played now. And it's Balde. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good-looking ball. Pedri. And Balde. And it's Casado. Kubasi. And it's Koundé. And Fermin. And it's De Jong. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Adeyemi going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he went... Oh, great leap! No, not the best of headers. Balde. Now it's Pedri. It's a searching pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's very neat. And it's Balde. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Balde. And there's the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Kubasi. Balde. Pedri.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. That's the keeper's ball. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
De Jong. Balde. Balde got a long way forward to join the attack. Fermin. And it's Lopez. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. And Fermin. Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's going for goal! There was plenty of power on that. Eric Garcia. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Gordon. Now, can they get him away? That's an excellent interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The attendances for this match
Eric
is
Garcia.
71,550.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now, who's going to be first to this? Shoots! That's really well manoeuvred. Fermin tries to thread one through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Al Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he's managed to get rid. Balde. And it's Lopez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. And Fermin. And he's quick to return it. Vermin. Rafinha. Knocks it into space.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Eric Garcia. And Adeyemi. And it's Pedri. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Tries one from range. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gordon. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The final 5 minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's Balde. Eric Garcia.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lobbed in behind. Pau Kuba. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 35, number 16.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Number 23, Bebeto, number 20,
Kunde. That is good alertness. Pedri. Oh, it's Bebeto. Adeyemi. Adeyemi does well to get it back. Adeyemi, he has found the way through. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's done it! Has he won it? He just might have won it!
Barcelona, after 97 minutes in.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Eric Garcia makes the interception. Fermin. And Jamal. And this is Bebeto. Bebeto. Bebeto! Fantastic from Bebeto! He's got himself an absolute peach.
For Barcelona.
And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Number 23.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Things starting to look very comfortable. Tries to play it through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, nice touch. It's run loose here. It's gone out for a throw-in.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
De Jong. Adeyemi in acres of space out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shot, surely! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Pete.
And we're halfway through extra time.
Hello, everyone. This is a security
So
announcement.
was this when the game was won? Logic and experience would certainly suggest that, but who knows what the game still has to offer. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Koundé. Adeyemi. Looking for the run. Pedri.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Fermin. And Jamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Great vision. Oh, it's a great... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
A case now of complete control. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's come to nothing. Pass somewhat off target. Rafinha! Smashing save, really good save that. Jamal. De Jong. Back where it came from. That's destined for the flank. Pedri has it in a wide position. And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.